What's good, Broncos Country? Are you ready to feel the ground shake in Denver? Because something huge is brewing on the horizon. Our quarterback of the future, Bo Nix, is showing a spark that gives every fan chills, and his brother-like wide receiver, Troy Franklin, is ready to soar through the air and catch anything that comes his way. Their connection? It's like dynamite waiting to explode. But what's changed since last year to make the 2025 training camp so electrifying? And how could this transform the Broncos into an unstoppable force? Stay locked in, because this video is about to ignite the passion of the Denver Broncos family and leave you counting down the days to kickoff. Broncos Country, brace yourselves, because what's happening at the Broncos 2025 training camp is absolutely breathtaking. Our quarterback, Bo Nix, is heading into his second NFL season, and let me tell you, he's not just playing, he's dominating. Remember that rookie who, despite his talent, sometimes seemed to be adjusting under pressure? Well, that Bo Nix is fading away. What we're seeing now is a natural-born leader, a guy who commands the huddle with authority, makes reads like a veteran, and is rallying the team like a captain, ready to steer the ship through any storm. And who's running alongside him? Troy Franklin, the wide receiver who was his partner back in their Oregon Ducks days, bringing a chemistry that's pure poison to opposing defenses. Let's start with Bo Nix, because what's happening with him is serious business. In 2024, he came out swinging, 29 touchdown passes, 4 rushing touchdowns, and he led the Broncos to the playoffs for the first time since Super Bowl 50 in 2016. For a rookie, that's like nailing a 60-yard field goal with no time left. But now in the 2025 training camp, he's on another level. The word everyone's using is confidence. He's more comfortable in head coach Sean Payton's system, that offensive play-calling genius who's turned quarterbacks into legends. Bo's calling plays with precision that's turning heads, adjusting routes on the fly, and showing he knows the playbook. He wrote it himself. And there's more. He's stepping up as a leader off the field, too. The guy picked up the phone and called every rookie from the 2025 draft to welcome them and make them feel part of the family. That's the kind of attitude that makes Broncos Country believe the future is ours. So fans, what do you think of a quarterback already showing this level of leadership? Now let's talk about Troy Franklin, because this guy's putting on a show of his own. Last year, he finished the season with 28 receptions and 2 touchdowns. Decent numbers for a rookie, but nothing that kept defenses up at night. But now, in training camp, he's playing like he's got a message for the entire NFL. There's one play everyone's talking about, a 25-yard catch where he dove to snag the ball in midair. It was a matter of life and death. Pure instinct. Bo Nix himself said Troy's playing looser, without the pressure to prove himself every snap. It's like he's finally realized he belongs in the league's elite. And that's not all. He's bulked up with some muscle to handle the hits from physical cornerbacks. He's working on more varied routes, and he's even gone back to wearing his old Oregon number 11 jersey. Coincidence? Or is it a sign he's ready to relive his glory days? What do you think, Broncos Country? The connection between Bo and Troy deserves its own chapter. These two played together for 2 years at Oregon, and the numbers were just insane. Over 8,000 passing yards for Bo and 23 receiving touchdowns for Troy. In 2023, Troy led the Pac-12 with 14 receiving touchdowns, while Bo had the highest completion percentage in the country. That's not just talent, it's almost telepathic chemistry. Now, in Denver, that connection is coming back in full force. Offensive coordinator Joe Lombardi said, Bo knows exactly where Troy will be on the field, even when the defense tries to throw them off. It's the kind of sync that turns a third down play into a 40-yard touchdown in the blink of an eye. Picture this: Bo launching a perfect pass through double coverage and Troy reaching out to snag it in the end zone. It's the kind of play that makes the stadium erupt and leaves the crowd screaming until they're hoarse. But there's more going on. Troy's showing he doesn't just want to be the deep ball guy. He's working to be more versatile, training more in the slot position to give Sean Payton plenty of options in the offense. That means he could pop up on short routes, crosses, or even screenplays, fooling defenses and creating space for the rest of the team. And Bo? He's mastering Payton's playbook like few others. The coach, known for being tough on his quarterbacks, is impressed. He uses a method to evaluate QBs that focuses on mistakes, sacks, turnovers, bad decisions. At Oregon, Bo had an average of just 2.3% negative plays, better than even Patrick Mahomes in college. That shows he thinks fast, reads defenses under pressure, and doesn't get rattled. Now, with a year of NFL experience and a sharp training camp, he's ready to make opposing defenses sweat. And it's not just about Bo and Troy. The Broncos' offense is loaded with weapons. Courtland Sutton remains the reliable target everyone respects. Marvin Mims Jr. brings speed that scares any secondary. And Devon Vale is showing he could be a pleasant surprise. Troy's still listed as a second-string receiver on the depth chart, but with the plays he's making in camp, will he stay a backup for long? Sean Payton has already said Troy's speed is different, and coming from a guy who worked with Drew Brees, that's high praise. Troy himself is so confident that he said he's at a 9.5 or 10 compared to last year. That energy is contagious, family. Do you think he'll be a starter before the first game of the season? Speaking of the season, the Broncos kick off 2025 against the Tennessee Titans on September 7th. It's the perfect chance for Bo and Troy to show that their Oregon connection isn't just college nostalgia. Bo has already proven he can lead the team to the playoffs, but now the pressure is different. The fans want more. We want to see this offense turn into a point-scoring machine with Bo launching rockets and Troy flying to catch everything, but will they avoid the dreaded sophomore slump that trips up second-year players? From what's happening in training camp, it looks like they're ready to silence any critics. And Sean Payton, he's betting big on Bo, saying the guy could be one of the league's best quarterbacks in 2 years. That's huge. Broncos Country. Let's talk impact. If Bo and Troy keep this up, the Broncos offense could be one of the big stories of 2025. Imagine this: a young quarterback leading with confidence, a rising wide receiver making clutch plays, and a coach like Sean Payton orchestrating it all with brilliance. It's the kind of combo that can turn close games into convincing wins. And more importantly, it could reignite the fire Broncos Country has felt since the days of Peyton Manning and Demaryius Thomas. But I want to hear from you, family. What do you think of this duo? Will Bo Nix and Troy Franklin take the Broncos back to the top of the AFC West? Or do they still need a bit more to dominate the league? Drop your thoughts in the comments because the discussion is just getting started. What's up, Broncos Country? If you're feeling that fire in your chest and believe 2025 is the Broncos' year, you can't sit this one out. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell, and join this family that lives for every snap, every touchdown, and every victory from our beloved team. It's Broncos Country in action, and we never stop. Look, family, I'm not going to lie. This Bo Nix and Troy Franklin duo is giving me goosebumps. They've got the kind of chemistry you only see in legendary NFL partnerships, like Montana and Rice or Brady and Gronk. Bo's showing he's not just a promising quarterback, he's becoming the leader the Broncos need to return to their glory days. And Troy? This guy's got a hunger for the game that's contagious. He's not just running routes, he's out to leave a legacy. If they keep this up, 2025 could be the year Broncos Country roars so loud the entire NFL hears us. But I want to know from you, who's more ready to explode, Bo or Troy? Drop your thoughts in the comments. So, Denver Broncos family, what do you think of this energy taking over training camp? Will Bo Nix and Troy Franklin turn this offense into a touchdown machine in 2025? Or is there still some fine-tuning to do before facing the Titans in Week 1? Comment below. Tell us what you'd do if you were Sean Payton building this playbook. Drop that like to show love for our team. Share with your Broncos Country friends, and we'll see you in the next video with more hot updates from our Denver Broncos.